welcome to our Straws Vlogs. I'm Emily, and today we are here with Pro Product Owner Gary Spivack. Gary, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Today, Gary is going to give us a demo of the classification management and assignment functionality in Pro. So let's get started.
Classifications can be used to associate user-defined metadata to an item. It is especially powerful in representing hierarchical metadata, such as content outlines. Here is a partial content outline for the PMP examination. As you can see, it is hierarchical and is defined with 3 levels. Pro supports up to 5 levels. I can open each node of the tree by simply clicking on the node. This easy-to-use and intuitive tree view is used throughout Pro. As I click on the node, the associated code and description is available for modification. So there's a manual way to modify the classification to be able to add nodes or children into the classification as well, as I'm doing here. But there's also a way to quickly get the information in by clicking import here. And what import does, it allows you to associate the classification values for this definition through a file. Very quick, very easily be able to do that. Additionally, the user could export the classification values, and we support PDF, Word, Excel, and CSV. What you see here is minimum 550. What that is a target distribution that you can manage within Pro that allows you to put in values or counts of the item inventory that you wish to have for that particular classification value. And it could be at any level, so it depends how strict you want to be there. But what's really great about this, it allows you to see your inventory and what your projection is that you like to keep it as. So if you're creating an item writing project or an item writing campaign, you could look at these desired minimums, see how much is in your bank, and be able to see what the deficit is to be able to bring up your bank to those desired levels. So that's the values in here. And let me show you how to create the classification definition. It's very flexible. And here you see I have 3 levels here, domain tasks and enablers. They're all required, meaning that as I select them, and you'll see as I add that the association to an item, that all 3 levels are required. You have to drill down to the lowest level to be able to select one. That's completely optional and configurable by you to decide what levels are required and which ones aren't. We support multiple data types, so it's alpha, numeric, and numeric auto. So numeric auto will allow the system to keep track of the values associated with each level and track that. Like if you remove a level, the system will automatically balance that for you. Masking, we have the ability to mask a specific node. You'll see here we can have left to right separators and separators between the nodes as well. So I'll just change these slightly. And you'll see here in the display mask value up here, you'll see the way it's going to look as it's presented. So it's completely flexible to meet your needs through the definition of those and through the display of those classification values. This make available option, this checkbox up here, allows you to create classifications, let's say for next year's content outline, and you can work that before it's approved so it doesn't get out to the general public for use. Once it's approved, you can make it available for use downstream. Assigning those to an item is very simple. You would click on the classifications. You would go to the specific classification or content outline that you wanted to select, and then you would drill down to the value that you would want to associate to the item. You'll see here in this column, the masking is applied And if you hover over it, you can see the descriptions for each of the levels associated here. You can assign an unlimited number of classifications to an item. You can create an unlimited number of classifications within the product. And let me just show you. You can control the visibility of the classifications, whether it's for a specific specialty or across all specialties as well. So the values can get directly imported. You can put that in by hand, and you can also assign classifications to items in multiple ways. There's a way to import classification assignments through a file, and there's also a way to do that through bulk updating. We're going to cover bulk updating in another video, and so we'll cover those topics at that point. So that's the overview of classifications. They can be used for content outlines, or they could be used for other types of metadata like cognitive level or Bloom's taxonomy, or any type of user-defined metadata that you wish to associate with the item. Thank you for your time, and let us know if you have any additional questions.